Alright folks, welcome to this episode. In this little video, we're here at Lintrathen Loch, which is like the water supply for Dundee, the famous Scottish city. But I've not been here for ages and it looks like the water's running over the overflow, so I'm thinking it'll be cool to come over here and have a look. But it's a little bit windy up here on the hill. There's a paint mark on there. I wonder if they've been like testing it or something. Yeah, it's a little bit windy here up at the top of the hill, so we'll go down and look at the old, like, I think it was like Victorian, this when the overflow was built. All the old stonework and that is pretty cool. It's so cool down here, like out of the wind now. Far better for making a YouTube video. What a scene here, like with the old like cement overflow. It's fairly running. This is such a cool little spot here. We're still just keeping it local with our explorers just now because of the whole like COVID situation. We're just doing like one explore a day for like my daily exercise. Just have like a little stroll along here. It's a cool old stone bridge here as well. I'm just doing this as one take, folks. You're along on the journey with me. One take. Look at the way the stone bridge is down there. I'm quite far away from it still for you to even see it. What a cool little spot down here. And then over this side we've got like the overflow. I love those old stone bridges, like the shape of them and stuff. I've never seen this flowing so much. Like, it'll be cool to go up to the top and have a look at where it flows over. Look at this, there must be like a little control shed or something here. Here we are, this is the little stone arch things I was talking about. Yeah, it looks like it's only flowing out the one there. At the right hand side there. Look at the old stonework. When they built stuff like that, they really cared about what they were doing. Yeah, it looks so cool. And even the way this is shaped here. But then I think this was like expanded upon at one time, and that's when they would have put in like the cement bit, that other like overflow, and I don't know if they like heightened it at one time. But in a previous video last summer I was up here when the water was low and we were able to look at the other side of like this area. There must be like massive sluice gates under here. The water's flowing so fast here. It's incredible. Whoa, hear the roar out of there, folks. That's crazy. It would be cool to have like a high powered torch and like look right in there. So like picturesque. And then look at the water running here. Wow. It's flowing so fast. It would be incredible to have like a rubber ring or something and go floating down there. Even though it drops off those like cement steps, it looks like it would be a smooth ride down there, like. The water's clear. This whole bit to my left hand side here is just like dam wall. Look at that. Wow. Before this dam was constructed, there would have been like an original river somewhere around here. Look at all these birds sitting on the dam wall up here. Don't know if that comes out on the camera. Oyster catchers. I think that's what they're called. Noisy beasts. Oh, I can hear the roar from this overflow around here. This is so cool. I've never been here for ages, like when it's been overflowing like this. I think I'm going to have to go up the top of this hill. I do apologise for any like wind in this video here. Okay, and it is gusting through now and again. Cold winter wind. Oh aye, this is epic, folks. Last time I was here, I was able to walk right to that wall way down there. This looks incredible with the water rushing over here. It looks incredible the way it drops off, like. Bit of driftwood stuck here. See, it's not actually too deep around here, and there's like a pipe goes across. There's 3 ducks. I think they're maybe too far away to even see. There's 3 wee ducks there, like. They were maybe chilling here until I got here. Then look at the way it flows away here. It's going quick, like. You can see at the other side, it's like a cliff face. Kind of blasted that out to get the shape they needed for the overflow. And then the main road comes round the top there where that hedge is. Look at this, folks. Let's jump down this transition. Total quarter pipe transition there. Perfect for BMX tricks, like. Look at this. Here's an artefact which has been washed ashore. The landscape around here at Lintrathen Loch is beautiful. It's always worth just saying like a little look around here. Especially when it's just like that. It looks so crazy the way it's flowing and then it just drops off into that corner. Wow. Because I'm doing this one in like one take. Let's keep it moving, folks. I'll walk along this edge bit. This could be fun. As long as it doesn't get too slippy. Oh, it is, it's quite slippy. I'll just have to be super careful here. Like everything in Scotland, it's covered in moss because of the wet weather that we get. There's so many of these oyster catchers kicking about here today. This place is a haven for wildlife. So cool. From this angle it looks weird how the water just goes level and then you can like see the cliff behind it. It's just the way it goes over the drop off. See in the middle here we've got the old sluices which are marked Glasgow. I'm sure it's like 1874 or something like that if I remember correctly. And that's when the original sluices would have been put in, back in the Victorian era, when British industry was in its prime. Dams like this were crucial for the water supply in places like Dundee at that time, because Dundee was like an industrial centre as well, one of the major cities in Scotland. I love the colour of like the red rocks with the green moss. And then look at this view with the hills. The hills have still got a wee bit of snow on them here and there, and I can feel it in the wind. You can see the rocks just disappearing away down into the dark water. Here we are, look, we've made it along to these sluices. What? Looks so cool. I love these old cast iron mechanisms. Oh, somebody's been sitting here drinking their hooks. Look at that, folks. Maybe some of the youngsters from Lintrathen there, the village. There's probably not much to do in this like local area if you live there. Before you pass your driving test, and you'll be just out here in the wilds. Look at this. Down through the mesh we can see the water. And look at these massive old like sluice gate mechanisms. Wow, these big wheels. Here it is, folks, I was reading it wrong there. Look, Glasgow 1874, I remembered it correctly. That is pretty good. Yeah, that's what's written at the top. R. Laidlaw and Son, engineers, Glasgow. Look at the size of those massive like nuts on that cast iron. That is crazy. That must be where they drive the thing for. And then there's a second one here. All this will be like remotely controlled now from somewhere else. That one just pretty much looks the same. And then there's a life ring if you get into difficulty when you're here, even though it's not advised to come here. Look at this ancient abandoned measuring device for the water. It's just left here at the side of the path, where it'll probably remain forevermore. We've got a lot of driftwood down here, look at this. Oh, it's so windy. We'll dip back down here. So windy. We came in one gate over here, but I was just thinking we could go out this other gate potentially over here. Have a wee look at this bridge. One take, folks. This is a long video just walking about. It's good just for the viewer to come on the journey, see Scotland like never before. Look at the way they've shaped these stones here to control the river if it gets too high. Old stone bridge. It's been reinforced at one time there with big cast iron pieces. Here's a cool bit of history, folks. Look at this, it's an old British telephone box. These are getting very few and far between. Cool old bit of like British history. And then look at this old like road sign. This is what the road signs used to look like. The background would have been painted white at one time with the black lettering. It's pretty cool, like. Even the whole pole there, it's like a proper cast iron like piece. And here's another bit of interesting information here. Somebody's speaking to me. Alright folks, we're way to have a look at this little war memorial here. Shout out to that nice lady there in this video. She was just seeing what was going on here, thinking that the dam might be getting surveyed for the dam getting changed, but I said it's okay, we're just here making incredible YouTube videos regularly. Look at this. This is the local war memorial here for all the men of this parish who fell in the war. And there we go, folks. I don't know if you can actually... Let's get the names on the video here. All the people from the local area here. It's always interesting to look at stuff like that because these people could have relations like anywhere in the world who might watch this video and see a little bit of their family history or whatever. So that's why I wanted to come actually into this little enclosure and have a proper look at the names. So that's been interesting. Just in this little area here at Lintrathen, we've seen those interesting historical nuggets like the dam and then that old phone box right there. There's no many of them around now, like, but there's no phone in that one, it's just the box. But that's what a lot of them's like nowadays in Scotland, like. Anyway folks, that's been a cool little video. I'll end this one here. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one very soon.